did it go? I put it right here.
Точка Ф.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places I've been since But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready. Would you two mind having a look for me?
No problem. We'll find it. Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow, this is a lot of scripts. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. This must be the master. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos.
А посмотреть, что там, что, не канает? Вдруг не так?
Zosimos, we got your script.
Thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown.
So that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is,
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes, I know that I'm no master playwright, but still, even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness, I'd still like to see it for myself.
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I'll go and inform the others. Then, as soon as you're ready, the show... Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky. The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed.
The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest. and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate. But I was determined to make it, no matter what.
And they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well.
Ooh la la.
Miss Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery mage. Wow, great costume, Klee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Klee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like Adia did a great job, too!
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Adia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second.
She gets embarrassed so easily.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thought?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we really think?
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over.
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would
Very
add
good.
that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia, what are you doing back here?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint. The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset at all by our comment.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to all know that I am eternally grateful to each and every one of you.
Hey, don't mention it. We had a blast.
Okay, here, take this. Your component.
Лампа.
If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Oh, Eula and Kale, you got back before us.
Yes. Idia had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end, so we came back here to wait for you.
How is Lessig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain.
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct. The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created by this? So to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going. This is the final step.
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited. We did it! But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored to its proper shape again. That's all we needed to do.
I want to see Adia using her magic powers too. I bet they're super awesome. What are you guys talking about? And how is Kleon on this, but Paimon isn't?
You hit the nail on the head. All right. In that case, please allow me to introduce myself.
О,
I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow.
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little embarrassed talking to you all.
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come on. I'm too shy.
Wait. So does this mean that all the people we met in here are...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
Very good. But it's probably time I set this wheel in motion.
This one's all yours, Adia. Our magic... please work.
Huh? Huh? That's strange. Nothing happened. Has it lost some power because of the incident? Oh, crumbs! Not now! Not right off the back of everyone putting me on a pedestal! Oh. Someone get me a bottle! I'm hiding myself away! What now? This was the only way! Now I'll never be able to show you how the Valerian Mirage is supposed to look.
Hold on.
Yes, General Sangonomiya? I'm all ears!
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's core?
Ah, the Shinro casket. That sounds familiar. 1 second. Here! Is this...
Wow! A huge shell! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been hiding!
combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back to normal.
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and I lost the courage to live on.
Please don't say that.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. You did it for other people. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work tirelessly just to see them smile. If you ask me, that's one of the most noble things a person can aspire to.
Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people's praise.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now, and all the components are back in place.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. I want to ride the choo-choo cart again and look down from up on top of the big wheel. Is there a way to get up on top of the wheel, Idia?
There is a way, but there's only space for a very few people.
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Miss Honorary Knight. Are we sure about this? It's so high. What happens if we fall off?
Ты же летаешь.
Yeah, but Paimon's just worried for you.
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off. I haven't been up there in a long time myself.
Вау.
Quake!
Wow, so high. I can see everything. Idia, next time you need to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing.
Behold!
Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start bringing their imaginations to life. But once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them can't bear to leave. Others regret ever setting foot in this place.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but not sad. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving, but some don't. like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydroidolins. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was their way of keeping their dreams alive.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything they wanted. Really? I just think that every dream, every wish, is like a flame in a bottle. Whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it already.
Геншин от первого лица. Вау.
As long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fondly.
Well, I feel super happy right now.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a desert this whole time.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname! Mud Fairy! Watch out for Idea the Mud Fairy!
How dare you mock me! Roar! I'll gobble you up in one mouthful!
Oh, finally.